Lila Hayes adjusted her grip on her faded army cap as she limped past the Tucson construction site, her prosthetic leg peeking from worn cargo pants. "Hey, lost your way to the welfare line, sweetheart," a voice jeered, slicing through the clamor. Laughter erupted, harsh and mocking. Lila's jaw tightened, but she kept her gaze forward, unfazed. They didn't know she'd once hauled injured soldiers through a desert ambush, that her limp came from a rocket strike near Kandahar. Not a plea for pity. 15 minutes later, the site fell silent. 3 black SUVs roared in, blocking the entrance. 7 Army Rangers stepped out in flawless formation, faces stern, boots deliberate. No one knew their target, but when they moved toward Lila, the workers froze. For the first time that day, the laughter stopped. After leaving the army, Lila Hayes returned not to fanfare but to a modest apartment behind a crumbling Tucson strip mall. 2 rooms, a creaky balcony, and neighbors who barely nodded. It was hers, a sanctuary where silence reigned, broken only by her wall clock's steady tick. Every Wednesday, she packed her olive duffel, meds, a notepad of reminders, and that worn army cap from 2 tours, slung it over her shoulder, and took the 42 bus to the Veterans Services Center. She never wore the cap but couldn't leave it behind. It had survived 3 firefights and carried her past. Lila grew up in rural Oklahoma, where dirt paths, outnumbered roads, and mornings began with roosters. Her family scraped by on a small cattle farm, teaching her hard work and quiet pride. At 18, she enlisted, craving purpose beyond the shrinking horizon of home. Boot camp honed her grit. She excelled, her protective nature earning trust. In Kandahar, an ambush flipped her convoy. She dragged 2 soldiers to safety, losing her left leg below the knee to a second blast. Medals followed, Bronze Star, Purple Heart, but no one asked about them back home. Employers saw her prosthetic first. "Safety concerns?" one muttered. Another slid her resume aside. In Tucson, stares and whispers trailed her, kids asking rude questions, adults offering pity. She stayed silent, her pain an invisible shield. Nights brought memories, mortar blasts, radio static, blood on her hands. She'd watch headlights through blinds, battles replaying but never complained. The Tucson midday sun scorched the construction site, dust and diesel thick in the air. Hammers pounded, trucks rumbled. Lila walked the cracked sidewalk toward the Veterans Center, her prosthetic clicking softly. "Wrong turn, huh, Gimpy?" a worker shouted from the fence. Laughter spread. On scaffolding, 2 men mimicked her limp, one fake falling. "Bet she got that leg cheap," the ringleader, Foreman Mike Carver, bellowed. "Call the VA. Stray soldier alert." The crew howled. A teen nearby filmed, giggling. "This'll blow up on TikTok." No one intervened, though some workers shifted uncomfortably. Lila tightened her grip on her cap, touching her dog tags beneath her shirt. "You endured," she whispered to herself, walking on. She noticed a black SUV idling half a block away. Someone watching but didn't linger. Inside the SUV, retired Ranger Captain Marcus Tate watched, jaw tight, her cap, her stride, he remembered. In Kandahar, his squad was pinned, bleeding out. Lila ran through gunfire 3 times carrying him last. She never claimed the credit. He did, receiving commendations. Seeing her mocked now ignited something dormant. He called, "It's Tate. Send the team. Now." Lila was 2 blocks away when boots crunched behind her. She turned to see Marcus and 6 Rangers approaching in formation. The site went silent. Marcus stopped, saluting crisply. "Permission to honor you, ma'am," he said. The team saluted in unison. Lila returned it, instinct kicking in. Marcus handed her a Ranger Challenge coin, earned in Kandahar. You never got it. Her eyes welled, but she nodded. The video spread. Marcus's words, "She saved my life under fire," went viral. News picked it up. Veterans shared it. By morning, the construction company faced a flood of calls. Their apology read, "We regret disrespecting Sergeant Lila Hayes. Mike Carver is reassigned. We commit to respect." A brick was embedded at the gate. Sergeant Lila Hayes, built on honor. Change rippled. Workers signed up for respect on the job training. Miguel, a vet, shared his brother's struggles. Men began listening. Lila kept low, but one day, a boy with a prosthetic arm approached her at a cafe. "My mom says I'm like you. Can I be a hero?" he asked. "You already are," she replied. His smile lit her up. His mother teared up. Weeks later, Tucson High invited Lila to speak for Veterans Week. In her cap, she told students, "Scars mean you survived." They applauded, some crying. The honor brick drew veterans, motorcycles, canes, touching it reverently. A hashtag, # louder than laughter, spread stories of resilience. 6 months later, Lila Hayes took the stage as the keynote speaker at the National Veterans Conference in Washington, D.C. Her presence, a quiet force in the auditorium. The lights dimmed, highlighting her prosthetic leg under a simple skirt and the army cap she wore proudly for the first time in years. In the front row, Marcus Tate sat in dress uniform. Beside him, the boy with a prosthetic arm, now in a tiny army jacket, clutching her Ranger coin, his wide eyes fixed on her. Lila breathed deeply. "I thought honor was medals or salutes," she said softly. "But it's facing the storm when you're broken. Some scars show, some hide, but all matter." She paused, meeting the boy's gaze. "Courage walks with a limp or wears a small jacket." He beamed. The audience erupted in a 2-minute standing ovation. Lila stepped back, sharing the moment, feeling pride for the first time since Kandahar. In Tucson, the honor brick at the construction site became a pilgrimage site. Veterans arrived on motorcycles or with canes tracing her name, while families left flowers and students sketched it. A garden with a place of respect plaque, funded by workers, grew around it. This sparked Hayes' Honor Day, a festival with truck parades, CB demos, and veteran stories. Lila sat quietly as kids handed out poppies. A band played, and food trucks lined the street. Proceeds funded a job program, helping vets like Sophia, who thanked Lila with a bracelet after her electrician apprenticeship. Lila's reach grew. At a Tucson Middle School career day, she taught knot tying. Emma asked, "How do you stay strong?" Lila smiled. "Find a reason to get up." Mine was helping others. Emma later sent a drawing of a soldier helping a friend. In D.C., Marcus proposed a Fort Benning exhibit, Strength in Silence, with her coin and squad photos, which Lila agreed to share with all vets. In Tucson, Lila reconciled with her sister Mara at Honor Day. "I saw the video. I'm sorry," Mara said, tears falling. They hugged, mended their rift over coffee, and Mara volunteered, organizing a quilt display. Online, Loaded Louder Than Laughter spread resilient stories, including a trucker's tale of Lila's CB guidance. Schools taught her story, and the company expanded respect training. One misty morning, 15 rigs honked into Tucson, gifting Lila a restored army green motorcycle. "Your ride back," they said. She whispered, "Still here." The festival's 5th year drew thousands, aiding 50 vets with scholarships. Lila's story asks, have you seen someone mocked and wished to speak? What does honor look like in your town? Share your hero below. Like, subscribe, and spread this.